Okay, so welcome, good evening everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you for registering for the event, coming here and finally being present for the event. So thank you so much. What we're going to do today is we're going to understand emotional intelligence and how to implement it into our lives through watching movies. So this is a concept which I thought of, and I even spoke to a psychiatrist yesterday about it. So he said, yeah, it's a good concept. You can give it a try. So all of you are present here. So towards the end, you would also be giving me feedback and helping me out that if this concept works or not. Like, does it make sense to you or not? So that would be the feedback from your end. Now, starting from just a minute. Most of you would have got the agenda. Like that's what I had emailed. So that's being a Toastmaster, that comes automatically, that make agendas and everything. So that's the Toastmaster in me. Okay, let me just quickly go through that. So here we are. The timings would be up and down, definitely. Introduction of the speaker. So most of you know me, but still I would just introduce myself, and I would want you to know what I want you to know about me. Then I would be explaining about intelligence, IQ or EQ. There would be two mindsets that you have during the session. So how can you benefit from this session? This will be spoken about. And why is mental health so important for me? Like I have pronounced or proclaimed myself as mental health advocate. So why is it so important for me? Few real life incidents. And then why movies? Like what did I think and how did I come up on this idea that like why should we do it through movies? Then we'll watch a short film, which is an animated film for 6 minutes. After that, we will analyze the movie. I'll ask you questions that what did you understand from the movie? What did you pick up from the movie? And then we have, I'll briefly explain that when you choose me as your coach, how would the coaching session work? What would you get? What would I put into this process? And then we have the summary, and then we can have a Q&A, and you may ask questions regarding the session. No question is a silly question. Please bombard me with your questions. If I don't know something, I'll tell I don't know. But most of the thing I think I should know. Anyways, let's quickly start. So who am I? Vibha. I was born and brought up in the UAE. Went to India for my education. I'm a commerce graduate. I picked up German during my graduation time. I really enjoy learning languages. I can speak 5.5 languages. And my aim is to reach 9. So do the maths, whatever, I'm short. Those many languages, I'm short. The magic number 9, that's where I want to reach. If you talk about interests, I like books, I like food, and then I like humans. Books, my all-time favorite book would be The Alchemist. It's like my favorite. In India, we have this rejected books where you get books for like 50 rupees. I got that for the first time, but then I invested 50 dirhams in the original copy. Like I really like that book. So Alchemist is my go-to book. I always recommend this book. Food, I like eating. I don't like cooking. So I married my husband Parag. He loves cooking. He cooks very well and I enjoy his food. Humans, I remember this manager of mine when I was 20 years old, and I told him, I like interacting with people and I like meeting new people. He's like, no, Vibha, humans can be dangerous, they can harm you, and this and that and that. And he did impact me for a very brief second, and I was like, oh, maybe he is correct. And then I was like, no, I think I can do better. And then I prepared myself. And now I really like meeting people and I enjoy the human company a lot. And during this COVID period, it's very difficult for me to just see you all through this small screen. So I really hope that this ends soon and I get to see you in person. That's about me. Now, coming to intelligence. So intelligence, what's the definition of intelligence? The ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills is simply called, that's the definition of intelligence. Now, intelligence could be of different, areas. For example, Kairavi, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Kairavi. So 2 plus 2 is equal to?
Sorry?
2 plus 2 is equal to?
4.
Perfect. Thank you, Kairavi. So that is mathematical intelligence. Vaibhav, can you unmute yourself, please?
Yes, please.
If I'm not wrong, you said you are a finance manager.
Yeah.
Okay. So debit what?
Expenses, I don't know. I mean, I'm a finance manager, I'm not an accountant, okay? So,
Okay. Are college with the basic mantra accounts ka? Debit what?
I mean, aave to udhar, jaye to jama, that's what I know, which is in Gujarati.
Okay, that's in Gujarati. Okay. So debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So that is accounts intelligence.
Yeah.
Then, Shashidhar, boil the water and then put the tea leaves inside. What kind of intelligence would that be?
Cooking.
Perfect. He loves cooking, okay? He makes really good pasta. So you can go to him. So that is the different kind of intelligences that we have. Now, emotional intelligence would be identifying your intelligence, understanding it, and managing it. Not letting your not letting your emotions overpower you would be emotional intelligence. For example, fear is a very basic instinct or a very basic emotion. Every living being experiences fear. No one can say that, no, I don't experience fear. They don't let the fear overpower them. That is possible. But fear is always present. Like all of us are evolved from animals. Well, most of us, yeah. So we have that basic instinct of fear. Basic emotions would be fear, anger, happiness, sadness, and disgust. There's also a movie, an animated movie called Inside Out. So if you ever get a chance, please watch this movie. These are the 5 emotions which they have shown in the movie. So, and it's explained very nicely, and it's mainly for the kids. So all of us understand it very well. Now, these basic emotions, how do you use it for your benefit is emotional intelligence. For example, you have failed in an exam or something, failed in an exam, and you are angry that, oh, why did I fail in this exam? Now, this anger, would you use it to put yourself down that, oh, I can't do anything and I failed and this and that? Or do you use that emotion to put you up? Like, Vibha, how could you fail? You have to work harder the next time. So this anger, you channeled it to go ahead in life and not go down in life. So this is how you identify, understand, and manage your emotions. This would be emotional intelligence. Now, why is mental health so important for me? Personally, we had 2 cases of depression in my family, like really very close people to me who loved me so much, and they stopped talking to me for like one person for 3 years and one person for 2 years. So that the first time it happened to me, I didn't understand what was happening. Like I couldn't understand what was happening to them, and it was a completely an unknown territory for me. I used to cry a lot, and I used to put it on myself. Like, what did I do that this person is, not talking to me? So that was a difficult time. And that's when the journey started of my mental health. I took therapy. I went to a counselor, to a psychologist for 1 year. And in this period, I understood myself. So after understanding myself, I could understand this family member even better. And our relationship improved immensely. The second time when it happened, I didn't put it over myself that, oh, it's me. No, I was sad that this person stopped talking to me, but I protected myself. I was like, it's okay, Vibha, time will heal everything. And then it happened again, third time. So, third time, I became a healer myself. I chose to be a caregiver. So, when I'm talking about the mindset, there are two mindsets that you can have. One is you can be a survivor, like you went through certain mental what do you say, discomfort. I would say, I would not say illness or things like that. Discomfort, maybe stress, anxiety, or depression, things like this, and you chose to get out of it, then you are a survivor. The second would be a caregiver. Caregiver is like, you can see your family member is going through this emotional mental discomfort and you want to do something. As a parent or as a family member, the worst feeling is of being helpless. When you see your child or when you see your dad or when you see your mom going through that situation and you want to do something, but you don't know what. So then that is your mindset. Then you are a caregiver. So you take a step back and you understand that, okay, this is what is happening to my family member. This is the problem and this is the solution. So you can be the caregiver. So you decide what's your mindset. Who am I? I'm a survivor who turned into a caregiver. So you can be both. It's not that you have to be exclusive. You can be both. You can be a caregiver and a survivor too. So it's up to you what you want to be. This is about emotional intelligence, about myself, and why mental health is so important for me. So I will just open the floor for 2 minutes if we have any questions. Like, how much are we understanding? Do we have any volunteers? Okay, Mufi.
Yeah, I just wanted to know that emotions can be many. So, is there a in emotions? Is there a particular favorite emotion? I mean, is there a emotion which can be channelized, or all emotions can be channelized, or is there a positive emotion and a negative emotion which can be channelized?
Okay, thank you, Mufi. That's a good question. So emotion is something which is neutral. Now, the meaning that you okay. So emotion is something when you look at something like an outside stimuli or an external event, and emotion erupts. So that emotion is actually neutral. But the meaning that you give to this emotion makes it helpful for your body, or makes it positive for your body where you create positive chemicals, or it becomes negative for your body where you create negative chemicals. For example, when I see a beggar on the road, so the emotion that comes up is sadness. So I see the beggar, sadness comes up. Now the meaning, why am I sad, is because I have more and this person does not have. So I can give some money to this person. So then I feel happy. So I turned my sadness into a productive chemical. Like, okay, I shared my wealth with this person and then it turns into something positive. But if I just keep, like, oh, this person doesn't have anything, this person doesn't have anything, and then I'm creating negative chemicals in my body, in my brain, basically, that harms my body. So that's how I would say that an emotion is neutral, but the meaning that you give to this emotion makes it positive or negative, good or bad for the body.
I mean, just to add on this, there is a book called The Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, and the guy was going through a Holocaust, like the Nazi time,
Yeah.
and like Like his own people were tormented, like executed, and everything was happening. So as and when something negative was happening, he was like stopping himself, and before giving a situation a name, he was thinking what it is mean to me. And then he was trying to give it a positive name. And that's the way he was creating good emotions, and that were becoming a belief system in himself. So every time something happens, he was trying to give it a positive name, even though the thing was negative. I mean, in my understanding.
Yes, Vaibhav, correct. So that term, the naming of the emotion or the meaning is called labeling. So once you step back and you ask yourself, Arey, what's happening? You know, what am I feeling right now? So once you label it, that is identifying. So once your brain knows by what is happening, then it can find a solution. But if you are not being able to label it only, प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं मिल रहा है, all of us understand हिंदी, प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं मिल रहा है, तो solution कैसे ढूंढेंगे? So labeling is a good start to get your emotions favorable to you. I would put it that way. Okay. So it's 8:04 already. Let's move to the next part where it is about the movies. Now, why did I stump? Like, how come I thought of movies? So I have this, so me in 2000 something, okay? Mama, I don't want to give exam. I'm scared. No, I don't want to give exam. No. Second situation. Swati, why are you worried? Give the exam. It's so simple, yaar. I didn't know. Nothing happens, Ray. Give your exam. Now, these are two situations. It's the same person. I am the same person. In the first situation, in the first scenario, actually, I was the one who was giving the exam. I was the one who was under pressure at that time. So I'm telling my mom, no, I don't want to give the exam. The second situation, second scenario, I am not under the pressure. I am chilled out. Arey, nothing happens. Swati, give the exam. So what happens here is, now I want you all to think of this term, like remember this term. It's called amygdala. Like how you think about haldi. When you think of warm milk, sore throat, have milk and haldi. Okay. How you think about pizza and cheese, that way emotions and amygdala. Amygdala is the throne of emotions. When I was here as the child who was going to write the exam, my amygdala was under pressure. So I could not think straight. Here, the amygdala was all chilled out on a vacation, drinking beer and everything. Give exam. So once your amygdala is not under pressure, it functions well. Similarly, when you watch a movie, there is no pressure on your amygdala. It's just a screen and you are enjoying the movie. You're not in the situation. You are out of it. You see it from a distance. So this can be helpful for people who cannot identify their emotions. Not everybody is a good communicator. If you have been with a person who is under clinical depression, you would know that they are not able to speak. It was so difficult for me to understand that because I speak so much. So I was like, "Arey, aise kaise ho sakta hai?" But it is very difficult for them to speak. Like a baby, they would just mumble words. They don't understand. So, like a baby, when you show them the photo of apple and tell them, "Arey, show me where is apple, show me where is apple," then they will relate to it. So, you show them a character which is going through a difficult time and ask them, are you feeling like this person? If there is a strict boss or if there is a strict family member, you can ask them, is there someone in your family who's like this? And then they would be like, I think my mother used to be like this, was very strict. And that's how you, as a coach, I would understand that, okay, this is what this person is going through. And then we can work on that. So as a coach, it will be easy for me to identify what is going on in the head. And even for you, if your mindset for the session is caregiver, show movies to your family member, to your children or whatever, and see what is which character they identify with. Now, all your cameras are off, but give me a thumbs up if everybody has watched Bahubali. I will unfriend you if you haven't watched Bahubali, if you're my friend earlier. Okay, so Vaibhav has already watched, I know. Okay, Parag is also here. Parag is my husband, by the way. Okay, Dipali is celebrating, so she has also watched Bahubali. Dipali Ghagra also. Kairavi? Oh my God. Kairavi Katti. Finish.
I am sorry, but I seriously don't like that movie.
It's over between us. I'm telling you. I am breaking up with you right now.
I've watched Bahubali Part 2, but not 1.
Okay. Mufi, have you seen a quick reaction? Maybe a thumbs up so then I can talk about it.
Like,
I think he's away from the seat. Okay. Hi, Tarannum. Sorry, I forgot to tell you hi. Are you with us?
Hi Vibha, I'm very much here.
Belated happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, did you watch Bahubali?
No, I didn't.
My
I don't know. Perhaps I didn't really. I wasn't excited to watch it at all.
I am breaking up with you also. Done. Okay, so Bahubali, there is a character called Katappa. Cannot remember lots of communication. Okay, fine, Mufi, got it. So there is a character called Katappa in Bahubali. So now this character wants to continue his traditions of what his family, what his ancestors started a trend. He wants to continue that. So I had asked a question on Instagram that how many of you feel that he's right in following the tradition? It was a yes or a no question. Many people said yes, many people said no. So Parag is coming and telling me, but he is right, no, in following the promise of his ancestors. I was like, there is no right or wrong. You decide what you want. Your decision is right. If you say yes, then it's correct. If you say no, then also it's correct. It's just that I would put you in a different box. Now, if someone who says that he's right in following the traditions, I would put this person in a team player. This person would be a team player, would do very well with teams, would take good instructions. Someone who would say that, no, he should not follow the rules and traditions and everything, I would not put this person as a team player. I would put this person as a solo player. Tennis khilayenge, skating karayenge, things like that. Because this person would not function well with a team. And I fall in that. I would not function well with a team. So there is no right or wrong. It's just to understand, identify yourself. You can be a tomato or you can be a potato. Both of them are required to make French fries. Together, they make a good pair. See, I like food. Okay, yalla. Now let's watch the movie. I will share the link. Just a minute. Okay. I will be we'll be watching the movie together. In case there is some lagging or something, you can click on the link and watch the movie by yourself. At the end of the movie, we will be analyzing the characters in the movie. I'll stop the recording now.